Okay, hello everyone, welcome to the OneClass channel. My name is Andrew and I'm currently doing that at the University of Toronto. Today we'll be going over some commonly asked math questions at both the high school and college levels. If you need some homework help or tutoring, please check out the link in the description below. Okay, so now let's start our session for today. Let me zoom in a bit. Alright, so the first question today is asking us, let's copy down the question. So what is the principal? I think it principal. So what is a principal square root, or we see the positive square root is the same thing. What is the principal positive square root of 36? And that's A. And B is asking us what is a negative square root of 36? Negative square root of 36. All right. Okay, so before getting to this question, there's one thing that I want to clarify. So the square root of anything squared will be just equal to the number itself. So if we have root 6 squared, so that's going to be equal to 6. And if we have a square root of, let's say, 10 squared, and that will just going to be equal to 10 itself. Okay, so by knowing this, let's go back to the question. Since we're looking for the square root of 36, so let's have 36 right here, and 36 can also be written as 6 times 6, right? Because 6 times 6 is equal to 36, which is also equal to 6 squared. Okay, and now this is A, and if we apply the square root on both sides, we will have 6. I see it's positive square root. Okay, yeah, so that's all we have for part A. In part B, we know that for negative number, if we square, we have the result equals to 36. And clearly, negative 6 is a negative square root of 36, right? Because 36 is also equal to negative 6 times negative 6, which is equal to negative 6 squared. Okay? And yeah, so root 6 is also equal to negative 6. Yep. Yeah, so I think that's all we have for this question. Let's leave a comment. Okay. All right, so the second question today is asking us what is the square root of negative 81? Okay, so first, we know negative 81 can also be written as negative 1 times 81. And the reason why we want 81 to be separated is because 81 is a perfect square, because 81 is equal to 9 times 9, right? And second thing we need to know is I squared is equal to -1, where I is the imaginary number. So I is an imaginary number. Okay, so therefore we can write square root of -81 is equal to square root of -1 times 81. And we can also write that as square root I squared 9 times 9, where we can take I and 9 out from the square root sign. So we have I times 9. Right, so square root of -81 is equal to positive negative 9i. Now we can write our conclusion. Therefore, the square root of -81 is positive and negative 9 times I. Okay? Yep, so that's what we have for this question. Option is correct. Oops. Okay, so our next question is asking us graph y is equal to x squared, y is equal to x to the exponent of 4, and y is equal to x to the exponent of 6. And we need to identify and use the shared features to draw a sketch for any function of the form y is equal to x to the exponent of 2n. Okay. So identify and use the shared features to draw sketch for any function of the form y is equal to x to the exponent of 2n. Alright. Okay, so now let's start from y is equal to x squared. Let's use pink. So now y is equal to x squared. First, let's find out the coordinate in this parabola. So x, y, and let's do -2. So when x is equal to -2, y is equal to -2 squared, which is 4. Okay, and if x is equal to -1, y will be equal to -1 squared, which would be 1. And if x is equal to 0, y will be 0. X equal to 1, y will be 1. X equal to 2, y will be 2. Okay, so let's make this a little bit smaller. So let's draw the x and y axis right here. Oops. So that's x-axis, that's y-axis. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. -1, -1. Okay. Oops. That's -2, -3. Okay. So let's plot the point into the graph. So first we have -2 and 4. So -2 and 4 is right here. And then we have -1 and 1. And we have a 0, 0. We have 1, 1, and 2, 4. Okay. And let's just connect them together. Remember, it goes to infinity on our left hand side and right hand side. Okay. So that will be y is equal to x squared. Okay. And now let's use green to show y is equal to x to the exponent of 4. So y is equal to x to the exponent of 4. Yep, so same thing. Let's plot the point. Find out the point first. So -2, that will be 16. -1, that will be 1. 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 16. Right. So let's plot the point. That will be somewhere like that. And then it's the same point, -1, 1, and same point as 0, 0, same point, 1, 1, and 2, 16. So the graph should be look like something like this. Okay, and that's y is equal to x to the exponent of 4. Okay, and lastly we have what's that again? To the exponent of 6. So y to the exponent of 6. So that's x and y, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. And that's come 2 to the exponent of 6. And -1 to the exponent of 1, which is going to be 1. And 0 to the exponent of 6, this can be 0. And 1 and 2 to the exponent of 6. So it should be something look like this. Oops. Okay. And that will be y is equal to x to the exponent of 6. Yep. Okay. And if we continue the process, it will be of the form of y is equal to x to the exponent of 2n. Okay, and let's draw this graph below. So that's -1, -1, That's 1, 1, and that's 0, 0. This is y to the, equal to x to the exponent of 2n, right? Because from the above graph, we can see the pattern. So no matter what the exponent part is, it will always cross negative 1, 1, 0, 0, and 1, 1. It will always cross this 3 point. The only difference between this graph will be um, they are having different steep. Oh, and the reason why we have this 3 fixed point is that if we substitute negative 1, 0, and 1 in any of the equation, we will always get the same one, same answer, since negative 1 to the exponent of any even number will be equal to 1. And same for positive 1, and same for 0, because 0 of any exponent will be just going to be equal to 0 itself. Okay. Yep. So let's leave a comment. Okay, so next we have square root of 24. Okay, so first we need to factor it. So 24 can be written as 2 times 12, right? And we know that 2 is a prime number already, so now we only need to focus on the 12 part. So 12 can also be written as 3 times 4, and 3 is a prime number already. So now we only need to deal with 4. So 4 is equal to 2 times 2. And now we can see at the end of each branch, they're all end with a prime number. So now we just need to times them together, and that will be the factor of 24. So 24 is equal to 2 times 3 times 2 times 2. As you can see, those are the number at the end of each branch. So we will have, oh, now let's just apply the square root. Okay. And now we need to recall the square root of anything square, which is going to be the equal to the number itself. Okay, so if we have a square root of 2 squared, it's just going to be equal to 2. So coming back to our question, we have root 24 is equal to root 2 squared times 2 times 3. So therefore we can take the root 2 out from the radical sign. So we have 2 times root 2 times 3, which is equal to 2 times root 6. So that will be the answer for our question. Oh, and also you can convert it to decimal if you want. Let's look at the junior tutor's answer. Should be something look like this. Okay. So let's leave a comment. Solution is correct. We're done. Next we have what is the square root of 121? And still, the first step, we need to factor this. So 121 is equal to 11 times 11, which can also be written as 11 squared. And recall that the square root of anything square will just be equal to the number itself. So therefore, root 121 is equal to root 11 squared. And by using this property, we will have 11 as our answer. Okay, and now we just need to write the conclusion. So therefore, the square root of 121 is 11. Okay, let's leave a comment there. So solution is correct. We're done. So next question is asking us what is the square root of 196? So what is the square root of 196? Okay. So first, let's do the prime factorization for 196. So 196 is equal to 2 times 2 times 7 times 7. Okay, and we can also write that as 2 squared times 7 squared. Therefore, root 169 is equal to root 2 squared times 7 squared, which is also equal to root 2 squared times root 7 squared. Recall that the square root of anything square will just gonna be equal to the number itself. So apply that into our question. We will have root 169 is equal to 2 times 7, which will give us 14 as our answer. Okay. Yep. So whenever we come across a question asking us to find the square root of a number, we always need to do the prime factorization first. And we're looking for the perfect square. In our case, a perfect square would be 2 squared and 7 squared. In other words, just going to be 4 and 49. Okay, and the reason why we're looking for perfect square is because if we take the square root of a perfect square, we can always factor an integer out. Okay, so for example, if we have root 49, we will get a 7. If we have a root, let's say 36, we will have a 6. And if we have a root 81, we will have a 9. So as you can see here, 49, 36, 81, they're all perfect square. Okay. Yep, so I think that's what we have for this question. Let's leave a comment there. The solution is correct. Well done. So our next question is asking us to convert 9/16 as a decimal expression. Okay. So 9/16 is just equal to 9 divided by 16, which is proxy or which is equal to 0.5625. Okay, and this is a case when there's no common factor for numerator and denominator. And there's also another case, say if we have a 24 divided by 36. If we just do the regular way, use 24 to divide by 36, that would be wasting time. So we realize that there are common factors for both numerator and denominator. And in this case, it will be 4. So let's start with 4. So 24 is equal to 4 times 6. 39 is equal to 4 times 9. So we can cancel the 4 out first. And now we're left with 6/9. And we realize that there's also another factor, which is 3. So 3 times 2 will be equal to 6, and 3 times 3 will be equal to 9. So we can cancel out the 3. And now we're only left with 2/3. And we're just need to do the division for this instead of the 24 divided by 36. Okay, let's leave a comment. Solution is correct. Well done. Yeah, so I think those are all the questions for today. And if you enjoyed today's session and would like to be notified of when we do this next, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell below. And if you'd like to submit your own questions, please read the link in the description. Remember to leave a like and a comment and share this video with your friend. And this has been Andrew from